Jungkook, is it true what I heard? How could you marry another girl? She screamed as if he were hers alone. But Jungkook screamed back at her, furrowing his eyebrows in a death glare. Zoya, can you please shut your mouth for a second? How can I still be silent, Jungkook? Your dad promised me you would marry me. But you marry someone else, breaking my heart. Ryan's thought raced. Zoya? What's her involvement, Jungkook? Is she his fiancée or just his girlfriend? What's their relationship? Shut up. My dad said that only if I couldn't find my girl, I would marry you. But I found my girl, so there is nothing wrong. He spoke with clarity, leaving Wine with a weird expression, realizing how he considered her his own, while Zoya defended him, feeling betrayed. What? That's impossible, Jungkook, she said, thinking he was lying, not realizing Wine is behind him. Then look at yourself with your big eyes, he said, moving aside to reveal Wine to Zoya. Zoya's eyes widened to double their size, as if she had seen a ghost. She immediately shook her head, looked at Jungkook. Wine? How is that possible, Jungkook? Your girlfriend is already dead. Then who is she now? Is she a ghost? Hearing that, Wine's body got goosebumps. Does she look like a ghost to you? You are even ruining my first night, he said, grabbing her arm, taking her outside of the room, uninterested. Zoya and Wine looked at each other in disbelief, unsure whom to believe in these chaotic moments. What's wrong with them? I'm still alive. How can she call me ghost? She asked herself confusingly, but then she got a point, even in this weird situation. What if his girlfriend looks like me and is already dead, but he still sees me as his girlfriend? That's why he married me? And that's why Zoya reacted this way? No, that's not possible. She shook her head, but when she turned her head to the left, her eyes widened in surprise, as if she had never seen such a big shock in her life. It was as if she had seen a ghost, because there was a big painting on the wall. In the painting, a lady was smiling and holding a yellow rose in her hand. The lady in the painting looked exactly like Wine, which stunned her. She slowly walked towards the painting, about to touch it, but she stopped herself as if she was too stunned. Each and every inch we both look exactly the same. So I'm his lady in his point of view? Oh God, how can I make him believe I'm not his lady? I'm someone else. But I look like the same as his girlfriend. She groaned as she held her head in tension, thinking how to free herself from this chaos. Even if I tried to explain to him, he wouldn't believe me for sure, but he gets anger, thinking in another way. Misunderstanding, just because his girlfriend must have already run away from him. Maybe because she didn't want him. That's why he said, don't run again. I need someone's help to make him realize his obsession, but how? She was gripping her head in frustration, pacing, but then she stopped. Yes, Zoya. Only Zoya can help me. But for now, I need to protect myself from this angry lion. Just 15 minutes later, Jungkook came back to the room unmoved. But when he saw his wife Ryan sleeping on the bed, covering herself tightly with a blanket in the moonlight, her serene face softened his unnerved expression. He took steps until he came closer to the bed. Are you sleeping, darling? You are not even waiting for your husband tonight? It's our first night of our marriage. Today is our first night. He asked her as if she could hear him. But yes, she could hear him because she hadn't slept yet. She was pretending to be asleep, just to avoid escape from this first night. He just stared at her face for 2 moments. She thought, doesn't he understand how uncomfortable it is for me when he stares at me like that? But when he got into the bed, it made her feel a chill down her spine because he wasn't planning to sleep. He got onto the bed just to pull the blanket from her body, causing her heart to beat like a train. But she didn't stop pretending to sleep because she was afraid that if she stopped, she might end up under him, which she was scared of. She wondered why he was staring at her face until now, but why he was started staring at her body again. What does he want? He moved closer to her until her back was touching his front, creating a cuddling position. It sent shivers down her spine, as if he positioned himself behind her. His hands were crawling on her waist, pressing her back against his toned chest. He was inhaling her scent as he closed his eyes. He put one leg between her legs, ensuring there was no gap between their bodies. I can't let you run away from me again, Ryan. I'll make sure to always keep you this much closer to me. He planted a chilling kiss on her temple, sending a shiver down her spine, as she found herself trapped in his ominous embrace. Rest well tonight, but beware tomorrow, no matter how hard you deny it. I'll shower with you, my love. No matter how hard you struggle, I'll hunt you down relentlessly until you complete surrender to me, because you are my warrior. Hearing his words, which were literally threats, in a husky tone deepened her tension, causing her to overthink. But she kept her eyes closed, avoiding confrontation. When she felt his cheeks rubbing against her back, she realized that he was just settling into sleep. Despite this, she still tried to fall asleep, slowly slipping into slumber as she answered tight. The next day morning, when Ryan opened her eyes, she didn't feel him still hugging her. Immediately she looked behind but didn't see him. With relief, she sat up, only to find Zoe sitting silently in a chair with crossed legs. Looking at her, both remained silent for a moment until Ryan broke the silence. Good morning. I wanted to tell you something. Actually, I'm not. I believe you aren't his real wife because she is dead. Thank God. Yes, Zoya. Jungkook is just obsession with his girlfriend who is already dead, but he is mistakenly thinking she was you in his foolishness. Whatever the reason, I don't care, but I already suspected it after seeing the last night. Zoya, please help me. I can't live my life here with him. I'll help you. I can easily send you to whatever country you want in my private plane secretly because I want Jungkook. It's not a big deal for me to do it. It's not that easy to run away from him. There is a tight security around his mansion, and this man is very dangerous. I have seen his actions already with my own eyes, and my family is also in his custody. So I can't even try to escape, even if I get a chance. I want my family to be safe first. Only then I can escape. It's a big deal, Ryan. But you said you want Jungkook, so please do something. I'll find out where he keeps your parents, and after I find them, you immediately have to leave wherever I send you. Is this deal okay? This is too much for me. Thanks, Zoya. Okay, I'll come back again within hours after finding out the information. She got up, but before leaving, she glanced at Ryan as if something was wrong, but Ryan didn't understand. So she returned a confused look while Zoya left from there. 2 hours later,